playing against 10 men for more than half the game, Wimborne Town could only manage a draw against Bishops Cleeve at Cuthbury here today on a bitterly cold day. Billy Maybury absent at Matt's wedding today. Simon Brown lined the team up with O'Flaherty in goal. A back four of Ryan Murray, Scott Arnold, Tom Biles and Ryan Johnson. Midfield of Sam Beeston, Jack Lupton, Louis Kellaway and Ant Waters, and Mark Ford and James Stocco up front. But it was the visitors that started on the front foot, and they went ahead on 7 minutes when one of their forwards was tripped in the box, and Shane Bumfrey stepped up to send O'Flaherty the wrong way and net from the spot. At this point, the Bishops Cleeve number 7 Jordan Bryan was causing quite a few problems down the Wimborne left flank. Wimborne slightly started to get back into the game, and on 13 minutes there was some lovely play, ending with Louis Kellaway shooting wide from a Sam Beeston cross. But I've written down on 20 minutes Wimborne Town second to most balls, and that was true most of the first half. Bishops Cleeve more on the front foot than Wimborne, seemed more alert. Just after the half hour, Mark Ford was set free on the right due to a defender's slip, and his good shot was pushed round the corner for round the post for a corner. 4 minutes after that, same Mark Ford was received a yellow card for a quite unnecessary push on the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper got a yellow card for slight retaliation. 37 minutes, it was almost 2-0 when a Bishops Cleeve player just failed to connect with a ball that was played hard along the 6-yard line. But then the game changed completely on 41 minutes. First of all, the Bishops Cleeve defence got in a bit of a mess, gave away a quite unnecessary corner, and when the ball came in, I think he might have just got a touch off Scott Arnold's head, which deceived the keeper, went through and went into the net off I think Adam Gill, the Bishops Cleeve number 2. 1-1, and then straight from the kick-off, James Stocco was played through, brought down by the keeper. Referee pointed at the spot, issued a second yellow to the keeper, and that meant Bishops Cleeve were down to 1. Mark Ford stepped up, netted from the spot, and suddenly it was 2-1 to Wimborne. That was the score at half-time then, and it looked for all the world as if Wimborne would go on and win comfortably, playing towards their favourite end, the hospital end, against 10 men and a substitute goalkeeper who certainly wasn't a goalkeeper, although fair play to him, he did his absolute best. On 48 minutes, Wimborne should have extended the lead. A cross hit Mark Ford and was cleared before he could react. Then on 52 minutes, a great chance for James Stocco. The keeper was off his line, it came out to James, but he dragged his shot wide of the right hand post. Daniel O'Sullivan, the loanee from AFC Bournemouth, came on 56 minutes. Ant Waters, who hadn't been very effective on the left, he went off and O'Sullivan came on. It was O'Flaherty called on next to make a really good block, and Bishops Cleeve still looking dangerous up front at this point. In 63 minutes, Jack Lupton missed an absolutely open goal as the ball dropped down to him. Wimborne throwing the ball in high and the keeper looking anything but safe under it. On 80 minutes, I've written down good play from Wimborne, a good cutback down off the left byline from Mark Ford, and Jack Lupton's touch spun up in the air and right back into the goalkeeper's hands. A bit of luck for the keeper, but he probably deserved it. 82 minutes, Mark Ford was put straight through and could have taken the ball around the keeper, but elected to lob, and his lob went over the bar as well as over the keeper. Callum O'Hare came on in 83 minutes for Ryan Murray, and then a real chance for Wimborne and a super save by the stand-in keeper. 85 minutes, Jack Lupton was found, and he fired in a super shot that the keeper got fingertipped it onto the underside of the bar, and it was cleared. Bishops Cleeve still dangerous, so in the first minute of added time the ball was driven across the Wimborne goal. Bishops Cleeve man just failing to get on the end of it. But the signs were there, and Wimborne's profligacy in the second half came back to haunt them, as in the 3rd minute of added time Bishops Cleeve got a goal. Corner on the right, the keeper went up for it, it was taken short, played back to the corner taker, and when it came in, there was number 2 Adam Gill, who I think was responsible for the own goal, to glance the ball into an empty net with his head. Bit of a flare up right on the final whistle, yellow cards issued to a couple of players, but that's the way it ended. Wimborne Town 2, Bishops Cleeve 2, and Wimborne will be desperately disappointed that they really didn't take all 3 points from this game. But fair play to Bishops Cleeve. They came back well from that dreadful minute in the first half and played the whole of the second half with 10 men and still provided a few problems to the Wimborne defence. Well done Bishops Cleeve, but Wimborne really should have taken all 3 points.